Okay, this is the second time I'm trying to record this video, and I'm trying to make it a little faster. The last time it was too long. So real quick, this is just a recession core pro tip. You can save a ton of money just being aware of church rummage sales in your area. So backstory real quickly, there's a little church down the street from us. We don't go to this church, but they seem like nice people. And they had a big clothing drive for fire victims in the Los Angeles area. And long story as short as possible, they were able to meet all the needs and then some as far as clothing was concerned and some personal care items for fire victims. Fire victims still have a lot of needs, but it's not clothing anymore. And then they did a giveaway to people that were unhoused or were just had lower income. And then I believe they also did a giveaway at back to school. I'm not quite sure if it was that church, but in any event, they still have clothing left over from donations that were made during the time of the fires and shortly thereafter. So January, February this year. And they didn't want it to just sit, so they now are selling it back to anybody who would come and buy a bag. And then all of that money is going to go towards needs that fire victims still have. So that is fantastic. They had 3 options. They had a small grocery store bag that was $5. They had a kitchen-sized trash bag that was $10, and they had a large trash bag for $20. And we said, oh, can we just use our own bag? And she said, well, that's smaller than the medium-sized bag. We said, we'll pay the medium-sized bag. We just don't want to use a plastic bag. So we could have actually gotten more than this for $10. They wanted us to take more, but this is actually kind of insane. But for our family, this is great. And anything that like my daughters don't like or whatever, we're just gonna pass on to someone else. So just don't go to places new, like at least not first. So I'm gonna try to go through these very, very quickly. So this is running, just like a windbreaker for my husband when he runs. He will run like in light rain. So, but this is gonna be perfect. And it has definitely been worn, but not much, like a couple times. So that's one thing. That would have been more than $10. This little Shein pajama set, I got this for my youngest teenager. They are brand new. You know, when you can tell something has just not been washed at all. It's just Shein, who cares? But it's just pajamas. But look how cute. That's a cute little set. $10. Or $10 total, not each thing. Just a running shirt. They give these silly race shirts out when people run, and they just get donated. People don't want them, but my husband does not care what you think of him when he's running. So he was happy to get some old shirts, and like my husband wears these into the ground. He wears them until they're like threadbare, and then I cut them up and I use them as paint rags. I don't use paper towels when I paint. So those, I mean, and seriously, who was going to pick those up? Nobody. These are Lululemon sweatpants for one of my daughters. Like, look at that. There's a little Lululemon sign right there. Logo. Have I ever bought Lululemon in the store? Absolutely not. But they are an excellent brand. I mean, I can tell the difference between Lululemon and like Old Navy. This is just a plain white undershirt. It's been worn. My husband's like, I'm not too fancy to wear that undershirt. So like I said, they were all but begging us to take more than what our bag held. This is just a very thin flannel for my son. My son this is very much his aesthetic. He loves himself a good flannel. This is my daughter's size, but it's not her style. I got it anyway because it just didn't take up much space, and it is Madewell, which is such a beautiful, like well-made brand. If she doesn't like it, I will ask her if there's a friend of hers in this size that might like it. And if not, she has a bag of her things that are going to a resale shop, and I'm just going to throw it in with that because it's Madewell and the store loves Madewell. This is a beautiful, also never worn Lululemon. Let me show you. A Lululemon tank top for workout. So my daughter will wear that to dance, or if she goes for a bike ride or whatever. This is just a plain white, we got a lot of basics that, like, why else would we buy them new? But they're still in excellent conditions, just a white shirt. Our youngest is very hard on clothes. So I'm never going to buy her a brand new white shirt, even at Old Navy. But this is a perfectly decent shirt. And then another pro tip, once she stains it, which will probably be the first time she wears it, then I'm going to use RIT dye that I also bought at a resale shop, and I will dye it. Her favorite color is green, so I have green dye, and I will dye a couple things at the same time, and one of them will be that shirt. This is what pretty well worn, but it's also, and it's inside out. But this is a Lululemon like sweatshirt. I don't think I'm going to take the time to inside out it, but yeah. So this is just a workout shirt for when it gets a little bit warmer. So also for my oldest, who she loves Lululemon. And like I said, I've never bought her Lululemon new, and thank goodness she does not mind stuff that's thrifted. This is my daughter's favorite color, my oldest. She loves this color, and this is just a fantastic piece from, what's that place? Apostle? Is that how you say that? I don't know. It's the Sabrina Carpenter line. This is just an H&M top. I think for me, it's cute. I like it. I got another black tank top. I think this one is more my size. Yeah, it's just like just a black tank top, just a staple piece. I got a dress. This is for me. I don't wear a lot of dresses anymore, but I did like the sleeves. This is H&M, and it's my size, and it's in great shape. So we've got a lot of hot days still left, and maybe I will wear a dress. Or maybe I'll wear it on vacation. Who knows? This I also got for my oldest. This is a Madewell dress, teensy tiny in her size. It is in absolutely perfect condition, and she has a couple times needed to have, she's needing more like business casual type clothing for her work and also for school. So I thought this might work, and if it doesn't, my youngest daughter might actually wear it for the same thing, like a career day at school or something, or with like a little black blazer, or like I said, we'll pass it down. They were begging us to take stuff. Look at that. It's the pile of stuff just is too big. Here's another Madewell brand, and it's just a great just layering piece for when it gets cold. It's just a thin turtleneck, so it'll be perfect to wear under something if we do go to somewhere cold for the holidays, or even just, you know, sometimes it gets chilly in LA. We've got another pair. Oh, these aren't Lululemon. These are Athleta, and these are for me. And look, they've got the little pocket for my phone. Sorry, terrible filming here. These are just Athleta brand, and very, very like minimally worn. So that's fantastic. I've got, these are just a pair of black like dress up pants for my youngest. We got them because they do have pockets, and they also have a stretchy waistband, and she has just some issues with clothing sometimes, so having something that's really extra comfy is great for her. Another pair of Athleta shorts. These are for me. I also got another pair of Athleta pants. These are also for me. I have a bunch of old things that I really truly need to get rid of in my workout drawer, so that's great. These are a pair of Gap shorts for me. They're about half a size too small, but I'm working out a lot, so I'm hopeful that these will fit. And then I've got a couple more things here. I got a pair of rib cage shorts for my daughter. These are Levi's, so cute. She loves them. I got a shirt for myself that there is a slight stain on it, which made me feel like no one was going to take this. It didn't take up much more room, and I am fairly confident I can get it out. So see, you can see there is a stain. So not everything that I got is in perfect shape. But I think this is the only thing that had any stain on it. And if it doesn't work out, I think that those might have been about to be tossed or made into rags anyway. So another pair of stretchy pants for my youngest. And look, they're like these like linen palazzo-y pants. These will be perfect like to pull on over a swimsuit on vacation or something. And one more pair of pants. These are a pair of pants for me. Just Lucky Brand, in excellent shape. They're like a cropped pants. And I love them. So anyways, that's my pro tip, is to make sure to not sleep on church garage sales. They are fantastic. And, you know, I can't speak for every church, but I think this one is really nice. And I know that this money is going to help fire victims. And it's just great when you donate clothing to a quality organization to help people. It's great that these people have really made good use of those donations, and those donations are still helping people. So that's my recession core tip of the day.